In this video, we're going to walk through the invite section for inviting team members or clients or employees. So this is built out fairly robust to support different types of user roles. So the way I got here, if you're on your business page, it's in the drop down here under team section. There we go. And once you're in this admin area, you can navigate across the top navigation here as well. So in the team area, we have to identify, as an agency, whether we're adding a user that works for our agency or a user that is at the business level. So at the agency level, you can add a user for the agency. I'd put in the user email, password, or alternatively could send them an invite where they can create their own username and password, probably recommended. And this person can have 4 different roles. So the super user, as says here, has access to everything, is a sub-user of agency owner account, can add more locations and change subscriptions. So this person can do everything that you can do in here. The brand manager has access to assign brands and future businesses added to those brands. So this is where you'd probably want most people in your agency. You don't necessarily want to let them, well, it depends on their role, because you need to have super user status to be able to add new subscriptions to your plan. Otherwise, you're the one that's always going to have to go in and add the subscription, and then you can let a brand manager configure it. Brand manager, you can choose which brands they have access to, and by default, they'll then have access to any businesses that get created under those brands. So if you just have one brand, just a reminder, a brand is your agency, so most of you probably only have one brand, so you'd probably just assign that brand manager to have access to all businesses under your brand. The business manager has similar permissions to the brand manager, except instead of having access to all businesses under your brand, you get to pick and choose which businesses they have access to, and specifically locations as well. So they could have access to a business, one location, but not another location. Keep in mind, though, when the business comes in, and if you add a new business, you have to come in and add them to that business manually. And then there's the business viewer, which might be like an account manager that just does reporting or works with clients where they can view the business, they can see their stats, but they're not allowed to edit anything. Okay. So those are all of the agency level accounts. Then we can also add business level accounts. So at the business level, these are your clients. These are the businesses that are using your white label software. So we put in their email, same thing, password or send invite. And then we have 3 different levels of access. So the business owner has access to the business as well as being able to add subscriptions, change the payment settings, do it. Basically, everything that they can do or everything that a business can do, the business owner can do. There can only be one business owner. So these businesses that I'm getting an option to assign an owner to currently have no owner. Once I assign an owner to a business, they can't assign another owner to that business. If you need to change owners, you'd have to reach out to support to do that. There's the business manager, has access to assign businesses and or business locations. So the business manager can basically create campaigns, add contacts, do anything that they might need to, except they can't add new businesses or locations or change the subscription agreement. And then the business viewer, similar to the agency viewer, can have access to view, but they're not allowed to make any edits or change campaigns. So those are the different levels of access that you can provide both for your agency staff and for your clients.